I have a lot of controversial opinions about the Call of Duty Zombies game mode. I think Origins is incredibly overrated. I think the old two-hit down system is unfun. I think Revelations is a really fun map. And I prefer the Black Ops 4 point system to the classic system. Link to that discussion in the icon above. I wholeheartedly believe a big reason behind why I have these vastly different opinions is because of my history with the zombie mode. So, in order to give clarity and perhaps a better understanding of my mindset, let's dive into my history with Call of Duty Zombies. December 25th, 2008, I received Call of Duty World at War for the Wii as a Christmas gift. After weeks and months of enjoying the game, I went over to a friend's house who also had World at War. The difference being, they were playing this new zombie mode that I've never seen before. After realizing the game I had been enjoying might have a brand new experience for me to play, I quickly launched my version of World at War, only to find out the zombie game mode was removed from the Wii version, so I never experienced World at War Zombies. Fast forward to the Black Ops 1 life cycle. It was a late night, I should have gone to bed, which seems to be a pattern in my life. We're not doing it. We're not getting to 115. Let's get some 115s in the chat, beautiful people. When suddenly I got an unexpected cutscene after the credits. At first I thought this would be a cool ending or fun bonus secret. To my surprise, I was thrown into the Pentagon with a horde of zombies. After listening to the quiet, haunting screams of the undead, paired with the shattering glass of the spawn room barriers, fueled by uncertainty and fear, I decided to quit immediately. However, I was not done with Black Ops Zombies. Sometime later, once I gathered enough courage to give zombies another try, a friend of mine and I jumped into the other on-disc zombie map, Kino der Toten. We spent a good amount of time trying to survive as long as we could, and we, on average, lasted until about round 5. This is both because we were absolute garbage at the basics of zombies, but mostly because we didn't know you could open doors. Though that would be the last time I played zombies in Black Ops 1, I did manage to stumble upon zombie content from a multiplayer YouTuber that I've been following for some time, Woody's Gamertag. Towards the end of the DLC cycle of Black Ops 1, Woody and an apparently famous zombie player, Syndicate, played the newest zombie map, Moon. Moon fascinated me. I always loved space, and to see Call of Duty, a game that I owned, allow for an experience in space where you float around as if you were in lower gravity in a spacesuit with impaired hearing, I was crushed that I could not buy the DLC just to experience that one map. I remained envious of zombie players, admiring how good Syndicate was and with how much ease he played the mode. Once Modern Warfare 3 was released, I spent far too many hours and an embarrassing amount of days invested in that multiplayer. Zombies took a back seat until Black Ops 2. Several months after Black Ops 2 release, I began to grow ever frustrated with its multiplayer, and the friend group that I played with grew ever more frustrated hearing me rant and rage about how much I hated its multiplayer. So they suggested we play some zombies. Town was the first map where I truly learned the basics of zombies. Juggernog, Pack-a-Punch, training, strategy, movement, all of these aspects were slowly seeping into my playstyle. I began watching Syndicate live streams on Town and being amazed and envious of the high rounds he was able to achieve. I shared many tense memories with my friends on Town, insane clutches, ridiculous laughter, and pure fun with this new game mode. I was hooked.
Die Rise takes place in the Far East in a series of crumbling skyscrapers. For the first time, we're introducing the element of verticality.
DLC 1 of Black Ops 2 was released. With it came one of the most infamous, yeah, we'll go with that, zombie maps of all time, Die Rise. This was my chance to solidify my zombie skills. With the new map came new challenges, new strategies, and new experiences. I continued to search YouTube for tutorials, guides, and tips to be a better zombie player, which led me to the YouTube channel of NGT Zombies. It didn't take more than 1 or 2 of their map discovery videos to have me absolutely hooked on the lore of this mode. Ethereal beings, a fight for control of the zombies, a hidden storyline in this round-based arcade zombie game. I was intrigued and in love. So for the next few weeks, instead of hopping on multiplayer, I would hop onto zombies and practice running Die Rise for as long as I could. After several attempts, several failures, I managed to find my go-to strategy. I would attempt to hoard up enough points to purchase the Galvanuckles. This allowed me to not only get more points by meleeing zombies, but it also allowed me to get 100% accuracy during jumping jack rounds, which gave me a bonus perk. Because I was still learning the basics of zombies, I had to use every mechanic to my advantage. And lucky for me, Die Rise holds one of the easiest areas to train in all of Call of Duty Zombies history, the Buddha Room. In between pack-a-punching my weapons, gathering my perks, I would hold up in the Buddha Room and practice my training skills. It took many hours and several long runs with friends and family to get what I considered a good high round. I remember using the pack-a-punched AN-94 and AK-74U training in the Buddha Room until I finally fell for the final time. The highest round that I finally reached was round 32. I was hooked on zombies, and I was excited to see what else the mode had to offer. After being enthralled with the Zombies game mode, I eagerly awaited Black Ops 2's second DLC zombie release. Little did I know what the next zombie map was going to contain for the mode. The first thing I did when Mob of the Dead was released was go on YouTube and search for where Juggernog was located within the map. Yeah, that didn't turn out very well. You see, Mob of the Dead is not like the previous zombie installments I had experienced in Black Ops 2. Town and Die Rise had simple mechanics, power switch, perks, easy pack-a-punch, great for a newcomer to learn those absolute basics. What Mob of the Dead was doing was something absolutely special for the Zombies game mode. It was elevating the experience of zombies to something with more depth and immersion than we had ever experienced before. All this nuance was completely lost on me, because coming from Town and Die Rise, being thrust into Mob of the Dead, where there are hidden power panels, afterlife mode, and several different part locations, it was absolutely torturous. For as highly regarded as one of the best zombie maps of all time, Mob of the Dead ended my love for zombies. Even after watching numerous NGT zombie videos on afterlife mode and best ways to get Jug, I just never found it worth it to try picking up the map and giving it another go. I specifically remember the 2-hit down system being incredibly clunky as a new player. Attempting to run the correct afterlife mode routes only to be windmilled swiped by one zombie was incredibly frustrating. I remember so distinctly sympathizing with so many others in that the zombie game mode had jumped the shark and gone too far. This was no longer the classic zombie mode that we had been playing. Instead, it was this overly complicated and difficult quest-based mode that didn't focus on the zombies. From this point forward, I was incredibly discouraged. The mode I had just begun to fall in love with changed. After this point, I did fairly consistently watch NGT Zombies and their map discovery videos all throughout Black Ops 2. I remember distinctly watching their Mob of the Dead Easter egg walkthrough and finding the map's narrative to be incredibly intriguing. Not to mention, when Buried was released, I watched as everyone attempted the infamous sharpshooter step and failed over and over again, until finally the Buried Super Easter egg was revealed. Like Black Ops 2's campaign, the ending to Buried would have multiple endings depending on which side of the Easter egg you completed in previous maps. Once again, I was completely enthralled with the sheer amount of depth and creativity the zombie storyline had to offer. Unfortunately, my fleeting passion was not able to maintain throughout the entirety of Black Ops 2, which meant that I completely missed the excitement,
fog rolling in. Oh, by the way, did I mention the giant robots?
and memes that were upon the zombies community with the release of the now iconic DLC 4 release of Black Ops 2, Origins. Throughout the lifespan of Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, the involvement I had with the zombie game mode was nothing more than a passive onlooker. I saw how people reacted to Extinction in Ghosts, and how much people were begging for zombies in Advanced Warfare, and all the mixed reactions the exo-zombies received. It's odd how much of my relationship with Black Ops 3 mirrors my relationship with Black Ops 2. I began Black Ops 3 with an open mind, attempting to overcome the new gameplay mechanics of the new 3D movement. While I attempted to fall in love with Treyarch's newest multiplayer, I simply did not enjoy the core gameplay, which left me in a similar position I was years ago with Black Ops 2. Tired of multiplayer and seeking a different type of content for my Call of Duty game, I decided to give the zombie game mode another try. Except this time, I was going to be dedicated. I had heard rumors about how complicated the on-disc map was, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I was going to give it a fair chance and become the zombie player I always wanted to be. So I set out on meeting those goals. I went on YouTube and searched up tutorials on Shadows of Evil, finding out about this beast mode, figuring out how to complete all of the rituals, finding all the pieces, and putting all my mind towards opening Pack-a-Punch. This is where I became acclimated to the zombie YouTube scene. I watched everyone's reaction to the trailer of Shadows of Evil.
No!
I just know this ain't gonna be a fair fight.
What?
I saw the hype that the opening cutscene of The Giant created. I watched dozens of videos talking about how to survive, how to train, and what training spots to practice on. I dove into the zombie storyline headfirst and watched hour-long videos talking about the series events. I binge-watched Johnny J's zombie storyline explained videos for hours. I watched all, and I mean all, of Pat's top 5 videos.
And coming in at number 1 on our list of top 5 worst doors to open, we have a door that...
I was becoming more and more familiar with the game mode I had been so fascinated with for so long. After spending these hours and hours researching and preparing for the game mode, I finally jumped in myself. It's actually incredibly fitting that I decided to take another chance at the zombies game mode with Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is similar in a lot of ways, both gameplay and storyline wise, to Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead was the one map that completely killed my desire to play zombies, so to be able to take on Shadows of Evil, master it, open up Pack-a-Punch, and go for high rounds, and actually have so much fun, it meant a lot to me and my zombies career. I was finally in love with zombies, and that love has not yet faded, not even one bit. In fact, you can watch my excitement and joy in opening up Pack-a-Punch for the first time here on my YouTube channel. The link to that will be in the description and in the icon above. So after finally falling in love with the zombie game mode and watching days worth of content on YouTube about the game mode, I saw a need in the community, specifically a need on YouTube. I thought, how many players had similar zombie experiences like me? How many players wanted to get into the game mode, yet were turned away because of the sheer amount of complex information that players needed to succeed? While I saw a variety of tutorials and guides on YouTube, most of them were either so detailed that it became tedious to watch, or there wasn't enough information to be useful. And here we have the creation of your one-stop shop for all of your zombies needs, and one of the best zombie tutorial series on YouTube, Zombies 101. From this point forward, I never fell out of love for zombies. I loved Drag. I created my Zombies 101 tutorial series. I got a PlayStation 4 just to play Zetsubo early, and my YouTube channel grew alongside my love for zombies. From this point forward, my zombie history is documented in full on my YouTube channel. Everything from the hype of Revelations to the release of Zombie Chronicles, my 1000 subscriber face reveal, live streams, and most recently, the release of Black Ops 4 and my deep dissection videos on all of its mechanics. Our past changes how we see our future, and while I have some completely controversial and unpopular opinions, I am proud that I have logic and a clear history of why I believe what I believe. Diving into zombies fully in Shadows of Evil creates different expectations and desires in the zombie game mode than if someone were to have started with Noct or Kino. Being so involved with the multiplayer side of Call of Duty for so long gave me an interesting take on game balance. I don't know where the zombie game mode is going to go, but I'm excited to see what Treyarch has up its sleeve. Hopefully this video was able to give you a clearer understanding of where my mindset is when assessing the zombie mode. I love nearly every single zombies map, and even the few I'm not fond of, I still admire on some level. I find enjoyment in so many things in zombies, whether it's the crazy storyline, incredibly overpowered game mechanics, or incredibly broken game mechanics, whether it's the zombies community,
Hey there, eh? Is this
the hype,
We'll fight side by side, back to back.
What is going on?
Even if it's for the last time.
What?
You know, it's so hard sometimes to really think about.
These shots,
Boy, try it again.
Oh my! Wow! Oh, so good!
what the freak?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, what?
Bro, this is the best music video they've ever made.
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness. The memes,
Fog rolling in, fog rolling in, rolling, fog rolling in.
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. But
Fog rolling in. Oh, by the way, did I mention the giant robots?
or the deep discussions about the maps themselves.
Final rating for Shadows of Evil is a 9.8 out of 10.
I freaking love zombies. Your history with zombies is probably nothing like mine, so I want to know what your perspective is on the mode. How did you fall in love with zombies? Are you in love with zombies? What got you into the game mode in the first place? What do you value in a zombie experience? Comment below, or better yet, join my Discord and become one of the many beautiful people engaging in thoughtful discussion about zombies. It's a blast. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.